American people may have voted for divided government, but they didn't vote for a dysfunctional government.
You see, there's no stalemate here in Congress.
Deal or no deal, concerns over the nation's debt aren't simply going to disappear on August 2nd. Individual investors are watching closely, with one eye on Washington and the other on Wall Street. Analysts caution that whatever the result of the debt talks, sound financial discipline is needed to help investors navigate through the rough waters. That means taking the emotions out.
Anytime people make quick moves in anticipation of something that happens, if it doesn't happen and the worst doesn't happen, then all of a sudden they're scrambling what to do. So
there's no doubt much is at stake for retirement savers. All told, they have more than $3 trillion invested in 401k plans. But any deal could impact entitlement programs like Social Security, and that could have an effect on how robust individual retirement plans should be.
I think long-term people have to really be looking, depending on how old you are, is Social Security going to be the same system as it is now? Chances are for people in their 20s, 30s, I want to say maybe their 40s, but definitely younger, it won't be the same. I mean, maybe people will have to work longer before they can collect their full benefit.
As Congress wrestles with the issue, there's a clear air of urgency as the consequences of government default would be widespread.
If we should default, almost everything would be affected. The interest rates on government bonds would go way up, but that means everybody's interest rates would go way up. Car loans, home mortgages, credit cards.
And if there's still any question whether or not the nation's debt is a serious issue, consider this. In October 2008, 1 year into the Great Recession, the nation's debt stood at just over $10 trillion. Today, that number is nearly $14.5 trillion and growing by the minute. Mark Hamrick, Associated Press.